Alright, I got the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. I'm up at Dowdle's Knob, Georgia. It's at the FDR State Park. I actually obtained permission from the Harris County Airport officials, FAA guys, and said, hey, you're clear, you're not in the zone of traffic. So we pushed up further north up here to FDR State Park. I'm about to come off the side here, take it out over the valley and kind of see what kind of shots we can get from an aerial view. About to power it up, link up, and I'll take off. So this is a second flight today. I gave it a rest. I did notice that the motors can sometimes get overheated if you're back to back on batteries. You just give it some time to rest. You don't want to get it out over, a mile out there and it gets overheated. So don't want to lose it out of the sky. So I got it powered up. We're linked up. I'm using an iPad Air 2 as my screen. It's got about a good 25 to 30 minutes flight time, depending on what you're doing. So I spent a lot of time in sport mode on this last one, kind of testing out the distance to see how far I can take it. And I got out to about 2.5 miles. But at that point, the battery life started to get, 30%, which was just enough to get me back to here. So
the home point has been updated.
As you
Please
heard,
check it on the map.
the home point on the device has just now been activated. In any case that it needs to do a smart return home, it can come right back to you if the battery point is low or if you lose reception for any reason. So we're going to do a smart takeoff. It's going to do a self takeoff. It'll hover about 4 feet off the ground, and then at that point I can assume control of it. So right now I've got the aircraft, the drone, out over the valley, and I've lowered it down to just above treetop level. It's probably about 40 to 50 feet above the trees, just to be safe because it is so far away. I'm about to turn it around and face me back to home point. I'm going to do a forward. It's in sport mode, so it'll go about 35 to 45 miles per hour depending on the winds. We're going to return it back to home point, and we're going to just glide up the side of the mountain to top the trees and get an overhead view of the treetops coming up over this park here. And it should be about a 20-second video. One thing I noticed in sport mode versus P mode, pilot mode I think it is, or I have to look that up again. P mode, it's got a lot more stability built in. All of your surrounding sensors are activated, and whereas in sport mode it moves a lot faster versus slower in the P mode. In sport mode you can do a lot faster movements laterally, forward, up and down, but again it can become unstable, so you have to look out for that piece as well. So I just bypassed this over the park. Now it's about 300 or 400 yards out past us over the trees behind us. So now I'm going to go back down the hill and do an aerial with the camera facing downward over the top of us. I'll look in the viewfinder here. It's a high definition quality video that's coming through from the drone, which is outstanding. But I don't want to rely on that to avoid obstacles. I want to actually look at the drone in sight. I don't want to let it leave my sight to keep it safe. So here we go on this one. Was pretty fast, a little close, kind of scared me a little bit, but that was awesome. I can't wait to see the video from that. So I'm back at the same point I was. I'm going to repeat this stunt again, get some good aerial video of this forward moving up above the trees. Right now the drone is sitting perfectly still. The wind's about 10 to 12 knots out of the south, but it's very good at maintaining stability. The gyros and accelerometer and all that's built in is really good about maintaining its position in any point in space. So we'll try this again and I'm going to have fun. Hope you guys enjoy yours if you get one.